everyone. I'm Sue Lembeck, and I'm here to share with you some strength training. So we're going to be using light weights, maybe 1 pound or 2 pounds, or even 3 pounds, depending on your strength. But you want to have a weight that's light enough that you can do a full range of motion in the joints. If it's so heavy you can't lift it, that doesn't work. So we want full range of motion in the joints with some resistance with our weights. So grab your weights, have them nearby, and find a nice sturdy chair. We're going to do some exercises seated as well as standing. So put your weights down somewhere that you can get them, but let's warm up first. So sitting tall in your chair, let's begin with a few stretches. Inhale, stretch up, reach up, and exhale, reach all the way over towards your toes. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach over. Once more, inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach over. And rest. Let's take some shoulder rolls. And now circle the other way. And bending and straightening the elbows. Now if you're in a chair with armrests, be on the outside of the armrests. You don't want to bang your hands or elbows. And now bringing the fingertips to the shoulders, let's circle those elbows around one direction, waking up the upper back. And then the other way. It's like you're swimming with those elbows. And rest. Shake out your hands. And now open and close those fingers. Super. Rest the arms. And now gently tip your head, ear to shoulder. And then the other way, ear to shoulder. Nice and easy, gently stretching the neck. Good, and come on back up to center. Open up your knees a little wider base of support so you can tip your body side to side, waking up the spine. Come back to center, and now 2 hands to one leg, so we're doing a little twist through the spine. You can even look around behind you. 2 hands to the other leg, and gently twist and look behind you. Once more to each side, nice and easy, no straining. Just waking up the back. And rest. Good. With your knees nice and wide, hold on to the chair, sit tall, and do a wide march, lifting the knees. A wide march. And now bring those knees in front of you and march in front. Once more, open those knees out to the side, a big march. Oops, make sure your weights are not in your way. And then bring those knees forward. And a seated march here. Good. And rest. Nice. Hopefully our major joints and muscles are woken up a bit, so they're ready for some strength training. Grab your weights. Have your arms down by your sides, sitting tall. Have the palms forward. And again, if you're in a chair with armrests, be on the outside of the armrests. Now, keeping your body nice and tall and your feet really grounded to the floor, move just the arms, bending at the elbows for our bicep curl. 2. We'll do a set of 10. 3, stop at any time. 4, again, working the full range of motion here in the elbow. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And bring your hands to your knees with the weights on your legs and march in place. So here, sitting tall, having the marching action going with a little extra weight on the knees. Keep it going. And rest. Nice. Now with the weights in your hands, bend forward so that your forearms are on your thighs. But have your wrists beyond your knees, just enough that you can let your hands with the weights tip down. When you do that, it's a little stretch for the front of the wrists here because our palms are up. Now we're going to curl up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Flip so your palms are pointing down. And you might feel a stretch on the back of your wrist right now. Here we go. Curl it up. 1, 2. Be gentle with yourself, but see if you can't work just the wrists. 5 more. 7, 8, 9. Last one, and rest. Come on back up. Put your hands on your knees, sitting tall, and march in place with the weights on the knees. While we're working with some resistance with the weights, just sitting tall works the core muscles, those abdominal muscles and the back muscles. So we're developing strength in our core even when we're working the rest of our bodies with the weights. And rest. Arms down by your sides. Again for bicep curl, palms forward. And bend it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to the march. Hands on the knees, weights on the knees, and march. Sitting up tall, breathing fully as you're working. You might feel some cardio workout here as you're marching with a little resistance. And rest. Good. Let's do a second set for our wrists. So again, bend forward, palms up, but have your forearms resting on your legs. Have your weights toward the fingertips. So a little stretch on the front of the wrists. And now curl up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Turn so the palms are down. Again, the weights are toward the fingertips. You'll feel a little stretch on the back of the wrists now. Keeping those elbows and forearms on your lap. Lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Rest. Come back. One final set of marching. Hands on the lap or toward the knees with the weights on the knees, and march. Sitting tall, breathing fully, enjoying the strength in the core. And rest. Great. This next exercise is a real challenge. We'll call it hug a tree. So bring your arms up in front, chest height, knuckles touching, elbows out, but shoulders down. It's as though you're hugging a tree or holding a beach ball. We're going to open, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back by pulling the elbows back and then coming forward. So my elbows aren't necessarily, I'm not extending my elbow, but I'm pulling my elbows back. 3, and 4. Squeeze the shoulder blades in the back and then come forward. 5, 6. Rest at any time. This is a hard one. 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and rest. Whew, give those shoulders a nice roll. Good. The next exercise, you could come a little bit forward in your chair just so you have some room behind you. We're going to bring our arms by our sides, palms facing back. And now keeping the elbows straight, you push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Come on in. Again, some shoulder rolls to rest. Let's go back to hug a tree. Let's do 5 and take a quick break. So sitting comfortably and securely in your chair. Come on up, hug that tree or hug a beach ball. Relax the shoulders, but have the elbows up. Opening, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back, and close. Open and close. 3, 4, one more, 5, and rest. Again, some shoulder rolls. Relax those shoulders and gently tip your head ear to shoulder. Again, just to relax the neck. Come back up. Let's take 5 more of those hug a trees. Knuckles together, relax the shoulders, elbows up, tall spine. And elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades. 1, and 2, 3, 4, one more, 5, and rest. Again, shoulder rolls, tipping the head, whatever feels good to you, maybe even some nodding the head or shaking the head, whatever feels good for a rest. All right, our final set with the arms down by your sides, working the back of the arms, our triceps. So I come toward the front of my chair so I have some room behind me. Palms are facing back. And push back with straight elbows. 1, 2. Again, keep the elbows straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rest. Good. Shake it out. Put one weight somewhere where you won't be knocking into it, because when we stand, we're going to need some room around us. So put it on a table or underneath your chair, something where it won't interfere. Come toward the front of your chair and straighten out one leg. And when you do that, have your heel really connected to the earth. Really have it connected there. Sit tall in your chair and put the weight in the same hand as that straight leg. Other hand, hold onto the chair. Inhale, raise the arm overhead if you can, and reach all the way over toward the toe. And up, and over. Up. Here's number 4. On the 5th one, we're going to switch. And here's 5. Reach over and rest. Now keep that leg out there, but switch hands. So the other hand holds the chair, other arm has the weight. So now we're going to reach up and across the body toward the toe. You don't have to touch the toe, of course. Reach up and across. Up and across. 2 more. Last one. And rest. All right, let's do the other side. Stretch out the other leg. Make sure it's really rooted into the floor so you're nice and stable. And then same arm as straight leg. Other hand, hold the chair. Sit up tall. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, stretch. And 2, over. 3, over. 4, and 5. Good. Come on up. Switch hands. So now it's the opposite hand that has the weight as that straight leg. Other hand, support yourself by holding the chair. Reach up as high as you can and reach across toward those toes. Up and over. Deep breaths. Reach over. 2 more. Up. Over. Last one. Reach up and over and rest. Good. Sitting squarely on your chair. One final exercise. Holding the weight in front of you. And now twist side to side. Your eyes can stay forward, or you can bring your eyes to each side as you twist to each side. If you get dizzy, I'd say keep your eyes forward. But keep that twist going through the waist. Good. Keep it going. A few more. And gently release. Let go of the weight totally. So there's no weights in your hands. Shake out those hands. Clasp your hands together and roll your wrists. And then a gentle stretch, turning your palms now outward, straightening the elbows a bit, stretching through the fingers and wrists very gently. A few breaths right here. And shake it out. All right. Let's do some sit-stands. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see, but you want to have both feet and knees pointing straight ahead. Scoot toward the front of your chair. Your hands can be touching the chair to help as you go from sitting to standing, or you can bring your hands on your lap to help push, or the most challenging, arms across the body. You decide. So sitting tall, make sure your feet are close enough to the chair to support you. And we're going to take 5 sit-stands. Here we go. Hinge forward, nose over toes. Shift the weight off the chair. Straighten the knees to standing. Going back down, bend the knees and hinge at the hips. Reach for the chair if you like to sit. Tall spine. Hinge forward and straighten up completely. Hinge and bend the knees deeply and sit back down. That was 2. 3. Bending to sit. And 4. One more. Hinge forward, nose over toes. And that was our 5th one. Great. Sit back in your chair and let's lift both legs and point toes together and heels together. Toes and heels. Toes and heels. Good. Sitting tall, articulating those ankles and feet. Last set and rest. Good. Let's take another set of 5 sit-stands, but on the 5th one, we'll stay up. Again, make sure you're toward the front of your chair. Feet are really planted, knees tracking right over toes. Tall spine. Hands where you'd like them. In fact, if you want a little extra challenge, you could grab a weight and hold it here at the chest. All right, sitting tall. Here we go. And hinge forward, nose over toes, straighten up. And bend to sit. And 2. 3. 2 more. 4. Here comes the last one to stay up. And here we are, standing. Release the weight if you had it in your hand. We won't need it anymore. And stand behind your chair. Great. Make sure you're standing close enough to the chair that your arms are not stretched or you're not tipping your body, but you can stand totally straight with the support of the back of the chair. Toes pointing straight ahead. We're going to lift the heels, heel raises, 10, and lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to tip back and lift the toes. So rock back on the heels and lift the toes. 1, 2. Notice how your body accommodates. 3. This is a hard one. 4, 5. Lifting the toes. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we're going to lift the legs to the back, but keep our knees straight. So make sure that you're comfortable here. Shift your weight to one foot and then lift a leg to the back, keeping the knees straight. 1, and come back. 2, and back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now the other leg. Shift and lift. Back 1 and 2. Keep the knees straight. 3. We're working the hips muscles. 4. And the hamstrings. 5. Back of the thigh. 6. 7. Keep the knees straight. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Bend the knees just a little bit, just to relax. Whew. It's a lot of work for those hip joints and the back of the thighs. All right, let's go back into our heel raises and toe raises. Standing tall and heel raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now rocking back on the heels, raise the toes. 1, lift the toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And now back to our straight leg lift to the back. Standing tall, shift to one foot and lift to the back. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Standing as tall as you can. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's do a little bend of the knees here, just as a little break before we go to the other side. All right. Shift your weight to the other leg and lift the other leg back. Straight knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And again, a few bends of the knees just to relax. We're going to do a side leg lift next. So, standing again behind your chair. I'm just going to turn my chair so you can see. We're going to lift a leg to the side. Shift and lift. 1, 2. Keep your toe pointing forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now the other side. Shift and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Now, stepping back just a little bit from your chair. So here you might be slightly bent, but your fingertips still touching. We just want space in front for our knees. High knee lift, 1, and then the other leg. 2, standing tall as best you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, last side, and rest. Good. Side leg lift once more. So standing tall, shift and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You might feel the outside of the hip on that working leg. You might feel your standing leg getting some strength as well. Both sides are working hard here. Other way, shift and lift. 1, 2, keep the toe pointing forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and rest. A little bit more space between you and the chair, just enough for those knees to come up. Are you ready? And lift. 1, 2, 3, keeping your head tall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rest. Nice job. All right, let's finish with a little stretch. So, holding on to the chair, gently, carefully walk back until you're in a forward fold. And here you can gently stretch, reaching your arms and your legs and your back right here. To come up out of this stretch, bend your knees and walk forward. Good. Let's do a little arch for the body. So from here, you can press the hips forward slightly and gently arch and look up. And then come back to center. Good. Once more. Step it back into the forward fold, stretching the back, the legs, the hips, the back, even the arms. Stretch. The knees can be bent or straight, your choice. To release, bend the knees and walk it in toward the chair. Good. And one more arch. Gently press the hips forward and gently arch, lifting the chest and eyes to the sky. And release. Stand comfortably. And take a moment to feel all the work that was done. All the strength work. Have a great day. See you next time.